What's up, Brian? Said you have something for me?
I do indeed. Here you go.
Nice, man.
Hashtag cats. Hashtag hilarious. Hashtag why do they hate cucumbers?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Chicago Bulls in their house, United Center. Last outing for the Bulls, they won that game against Atlanta, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, they rebounded better than the U.S. economy, and that turned it into a blowout victory. They were dominant on the glass.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. And nearing the end of the season, Brent, we always talk about momentum being a big factor heading into the playoffs. But why can't a talented team just turn it on when it needs to?
I've seen some examples, Kevin, where a talented team can turn it on when they need to.
Doesn't happen a lot, though, does it? Would you agree?
It doesn't, but the idea of momentum, in my opinion, also doesn't necessarily exist either. I mean, there can be all of a sudden 7 games, and you can flop in a game, and you start talking about, well, where'd the momentum go? I think that's something in the ether. You have to make sure that you have the talent and the talent ready and healthy to get at that competitive level and to rise to that challenge. That's when I think sometimes you do see it click home.
And the Clippers starting 5. Beverly and Williams are the 1 and the 2. Griffin and Jordan the front court. And it's Gallinari in at the 3.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Parsons on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And here is Los Angeles now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Al Levine following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Levine kicks to DJ. Jordan with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Gallinari in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. Gallinari's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's DJ. And DJ throws it down. And news coming out that DJ will be gracing the cover of NBA 2K19. I assume that is some sort of video game or something. And that this is a big deal. But to be honest, Greg, I've never heard of it before.
To be honest, it seems like that company has gotten a little desperate for attention if they are putting an undrafted player like DJ on their cover. The whole thing smells like a marketing stunt to me, partner.
And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful career in the NBA.
And here's Beverly after the three-pointer from Chandler Parsons. Griffin sets the screen for Beverly. Kicks to Griffin. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
Shot clock at 3, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Levine against Beverly. Here's the dish to Griffin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
We know that Blake Griffin gives you a lot offensively, but he's a very heady player. Even when not putting up the shot, he can cut well, moves to open spaces on the floor, and he has a great eye for what's going on around him. A terrific passer as a power forward.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lopez, he's checked in for Markkanen. Mirotic comes in for Chandler Parsons. And Wells is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Wells. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. And you talk about Griffin and his passing. I remember last season watching him, Brent, throw a behind-the-back, between-the-legs assist to a baseline cutter. Wow.
Well, your memory is rock solid, Kevin. I remember that play as well, and he's certainly in the conversation as being one of the best passing big men in the league. Has always put up big assist numbers, and some of the things that he can do, especially on the break, handling the basketball, can be just as impressive as a Blake Griffin dunk.
Wells passes to DJ. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. DJ's got 6.
Clear contact as DJ's on his way up. Surprised he doesn't get the and one opportunity to go along with that basket, but that was wicked fresh.
I like that. Nicely done, Brent. Nicely done. Now here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando. Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Wells kicks to Mirotic. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Griffin a screen on Mirotic. Rivers dishes to Harrell. At the elbow, Griffin. The 17-footer. And that's good off the glass that time. Griffin's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
Wells kicks to Levine. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And DJ throws it down.
That's a very alert play. DJ getting position inside, knowing he has a chance to get some easy points if he collects the offensive rebound.
Everly with the ball. Now defended by Levine. And here's Beverly. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Decker kicks to Griffin. The baseline J. No good that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
DJ has been on display for Chicago. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what...
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're...
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
Welcome back to Noche Latina. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Hawks was all business. He scored 34 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Williams kicks to Griffin. Over Markkanen. And the Clippers miss again. Bulls trail by 5. Levine passes to DJ. Back to Levine. It's up a 3. Again, Levine missing. L.A. has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Rivers can't get it to go. Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Holiday kicks to DJ, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Well, you have to give a lot of credit to Austin Rivers for how he has improved since his rookie season.
And one big reason for Rivers earning his spot is his improved efficiency. Had trouble shooting from the mid-range and out early on and worked on that part of his game, which opened up everything else for his skill.
Shoots from the baseline. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gallinari's got 5 points so far.
Sweet shot from Gallo. So many ways he can hurt you.
Levine dishes to DJ. And again, Chicago. No good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Passes to Griffin. Shoots over Markkanen. Griffin's shot is off.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Bulls moving the ball around, and Holiday kicks to Levine. Pass to DJ, and stolen by Jordan. Gallinari with it, now defended by Levine. And it's Gallinari missing. Now Chicago's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Kick out to Levine. The pass to DJ. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. He's got 12.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Gallinari a screen on Parsons. Right side, Griffin. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
The Clippers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Hey, you have gotten a lot of work done on the glass tonight. How have you been able to get going at that end?
DA, I'm grabbing boards out there because I want it more than anyone else. I don't give up a rebound to anyone. Anyone if I can get to it. I boxed out my own mom for a rebound. Actually, it's a funny story. I did that once when I was in 4th grade playing at the park, and it got me grounded for a week, but it was worth it, because I got that rebound.
This explains a lot about you, Mom, and you. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Yeah, I like his patience down there. He's combined some good footwork with even better moves surrounding that. So we'll see if the defense can counter in the second half. Maybe some double teams.
They've got Zach LaVine, DJ out there with Markkanen. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Wade in at the 2. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Brett, what about moving without the ball? Who are some of the guys that, beyond just doing it, do it with great effectiveness?
The first guy that comes to mind is J.J. Redick. Old school, in the vein of Reggie Miller, running off of multiple screens with those scattered short steps to get himself on balance, square himself up, and knock shots down. J.J. Redick, Ray Allen, Kyle Korver. Great players who really, in a dying art of scoring off to the screen, have tremendous fundamentals.
Rip Hamilton, too, would always run around and take advantage of those screens, and I can see him running in my mind's eye right now.
Great call, Kevin. I often read the back of Rip Hamilton's jersey because I could not catch up with the guy.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big 3 in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State, but there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, they'll always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
DJ sets the screen for Levine. And the jam by Levine.
And I don't know if there's anybody who can match Levine when it comes to the art of the dunk. He is a highlight reel waiting to happen.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Picked by Williams. Gallinari outside. Jordan the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 7 points for Gallinari.
Gallinari gathers his rhythm. He simply rises up and nails the interior shot.
On the wing, Levine. Three-pointer. Again, Levine missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Williams kicks to Beverly. Jordan the screen. Now Beverly still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Markkanen kicks to DJ. Great D that time from Jordan. And the foul called on DJ. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Lopez comes in for Markkanen, and it's Denzel Valentine in for Chandler Parsons. The Clippers also changing it up. Willie Reed comes in for DeAndre Jordan, and Decker subbed in for Gallinari.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So for the Bulls, Mirotic is checked in for Wade. And Wells is subbed in for Zach LaVine. And then for the Clippers, Harrell comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Rivers in for Williams. Wells passes to DJ. The 11-footer. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now here's Harrell, guarded closely. Over DJ. And it's Harrell missing.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Valentine dishes to DJ. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Rivers kicks to Harrell. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Harrell's got his first basket of the night.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Wells passes to DJ. Will it go? And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Now, DJ has a lot of admirers all over the NBA for just how hard he brings it every single night that he takes the court.
Chicago making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Rivers dishes to Decker. Picked by Harrell. Rebound by the Bulls. DJ's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. There's a screen. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Beverly, the pass to Decker. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
From deep three-point range, a shot by Wells, no good. Clippers leading by 14. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Rivers kicks to Beverly. Reed, a screen on Simmons. Back to Rivers. This one for three. It's off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep fighting, fellas. All right, one possession at a time. All right, how are we going to do it? Take care of the ball. Make sure we're getting back in transition. A lot of game left. All right, we'll get it going here. We'll get it going.
Fred Hoiberg encouraging his players to live in the moment. Don't worry about the score right now. Just keep plowing ahead.
A great point. You can't undo what's already been done. Just deal with what you can control, which is the next possession.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Patrick Beverley out there with Rivers. Then it's Decker. Then there's Harrell. And it's Reed in at the 5. Out to the right wing. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Mirotic.
And like how alert Wells is on the floor. High motor, guy who knows when one of his guys is open.
Decker can't hit. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wells dishes to DJ. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Decker kicks to Harrell. Over Lopez. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Bulls trail by 13. Wells with it. Inch shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Good focus from DJ. Clear contact on the shot, but he just stays with it, finishes, and now has a chance for the and one.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Markkanen, he's checked in for Lopez. Parsons comes in for Mirotic. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Simmons. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Wells. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Willie Reed. Griffin comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Gallinari, he's checked in for Sam Decker. And it's Williams in for Austin Rivers. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from DJ.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And stolen by Parsons. Now it's Parsons running. He can go all the way.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
I just think it was a matter of getting recomposed, altering their game plan just a little bit. They look completely in sync now.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Griffin. Right side Jordan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And it's 6 points for Jordan.
And Griffin spreading the wealth now, showing he's more than just a scorer.
In the corner, it's LaVine. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run, fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Griffin passes to Beverley. Gallinari against Parsons. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
And Parsons kicks to DJ. Pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. He was all alone on that one. 13 points for Lou Williams.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Lou Williams.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. Now here's Beverly. Dishes it to Gallinari. Pass to Griffin. Shoots over Markkanen.
And how about Markkanen just locking in on his man defensively? That 7-foot frame with his lateral movement, it can be intimidating. He's got to continue to work on that end to get better.
On the wing, Williams. Wade is covering. Levine against Beverly. He kicks to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Here's Griffin. Plays it up off the glass. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
Well, Griffin just focused right now in getting 2 feet into that painted area. That's where he's doing damage.
Wade dishes to DJ. To end the run. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Jordan.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
And so here is Chicago, 11-point game.
Terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kept alive. Feeds it to Beverly. Gallinari outside. Jordan high post. Back to Gallinari. Jordan up top. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled.
That'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Hey, it's 0-0 against the next team, all right? DJ, forget about it. Make sure you hydrate, by the way. It's important.
DJ, you're up.
All right, let's do this.
So DJ, everyone is talking about season-ending awards, and obviously you're the front-runner for Rookie of the Year. Any thoughts on that?
You know, I really do keep up with that Rookie of the Year race. I mean, I check the box scores, I listen to the podcast. Hey, by the way, bro, you need to watch yourself. But look, I expected it. You can check the numbers. The real conversation that we should be having is about MVP. Because let's be honest, if it's not coming this year, it's coming real soon. You can believe that.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, said what I needed to say. Didn't feel like blabbering on.
Oh, you got places to be.
Oh, you know it.